Hey guys, it is Sierra here, and if you are wondering why I am in a full face right now, no need, you're about to find out, and it has everything to do with these Danessa Myricks palettes. So I really wanted to delve deeper into these palettes on can you really do a full face. So the claim to fame of these palettes is that you're able to do eyes, lips, brows, face, everything. And I wanted to know, is it really true? So if I was stuck and all I could bring was these palettes, foundation, mascara, and maybe a few other things, can this really do the job? So if you guys want to know, are these palettes worth the investment? Can they do what they say they do? Then stay tuned and keep watching. All right, so far, this is what we have with this eye. I mean, in terms of color payoff, it's okay. I'm gonna kind of go back over it a little bit, and we'll go from there. It's full of technical difficulties today. So I have this eye done. I've built up a bit of the shadow on that eye. I feel like it looks good, just for like a one lid deal. I use that pomade a little bit as a liner. So I'm just gonna go ahead, do the other eye, and then we'll move on to, I'll put on some mascara and then we'll move on to the face. So for the face, I'm gonna do my contour first. And the contour that I am going to do is, I'm going to use the tone. So they have a color in here that looks a little bit cool and around my complexion. It's the pomade. It's called Harvest. And there's the shadow, that goes with it. So I'm going to use like this pointed, I don't know what it is, but it's a Real Techniques. And I'm going to take that powder, because my powder has already, on my face, has already been set. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour. Contour with that shadow. I don't know how I contour. I just kind of hit those hollows, and sometimes I may bring it kind of like that, or sometimes I'll just keep it up. It depends. And like I said, I'm not going a ton of places, so just like that. Sometimes I bring it into the cheek. So there's that. I think that looks good. It's a neutral enough shade, and I'll show you guys the shade. The shade. So this is it. Harvest. Okay, if you can see that. That's Harvest. And yeah. And sometimes I'll contour a little bit in the forehead department, because I do have a bit of a forehead, own it. Thank you. All right, and so for blush, this is what I will say. Those pomade shades are very grippy. They're very grippy. So when I was thinking about doing the face, I did say, well, you know what, why not do the pomades for your contour and your blush? Just based on how I've used those pomade shades on the eyes, they're very grippy, and I feel like if you are someone that uses more of a full coverage makeup, a heavier makeup, if you wanted to do that, to me those would be more like an underpaint. I wouldn't do those on top. yeah, I would definitely do those more as like an underpainting, and they're pretty pigmented, so I feel like they will, you know, stay in place. But to do that on top of your makeup, it's gonna destroy it. It's gonna shift it. So you have to do, once you powder, you have to stick with the powders. And I mean, I'm gonna use on my face the color Lovesick for my blush. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely have to use the powders, or you're gonna start to cause your makeup to then turn around and shift, and you don't, like, nobody wants that to happen. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. And the part I'm actually very excited though to try is the lip, because the lip, I have never done that before, so we'll see. So this is the cheek, very nice. I'm gonna just do a pop of a lighter shade just to kind of like, I don't know, the lighter shade is Smitten, just to kind of like cool it down, I guess. I don't know, I do that sometimes and it looks good. All right, so that's it. Now we're gonna get into the lips. So to finish off the lips, I am gonna finish with the gloss. This is the Pat McGrath Labs, and this is in the color the Bronze Venus, the Lust Gloss Lip Gloss. So this is what I'm gonna finish my lips with. But for the lip that I want to use, see, I have another smudgy brush right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the color Harvest, the pomade, and I'm gonna use that as like a lip liner. So I'm gonna start with this first. I'm gonna go in with that Bliss color, and just kind of like, I'm really having to work to kind of like get this to do what I needed to do, and I don't really like that, because if you're doing something and you don't have a lot of time, sorry, who got that at? When you don't have a lot of time, you're not trying to adhere doing all of that. So you know what, let's go ahead and get in with the fingers. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's my palette, so that, yeah. If you want a matte look, yeah, you could do it, because as you guys can see, there's color here, but honestly, I'll be honest, I'm expecting a little bit more of a color payoff. I'm gonna mix it with another color, Allure. I don't know, like, I like soft pinks, and Allure is kind of soft, so I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to go out with this, I would, but it looks really like dry to me. it looks dry, i.e. wipe my finger off with this sponge, i.e. why I'm gonna apply a gloss on top of it. I mean, this is a real, like I said, this is my real experience. I've only really used these as eyeshadow. I've never really played around in terms of like doing your full face with these. And the crazy thing is, like, I bought it, I can't stand when things don't look nice, is that, ooh, see, and then sometimes when you swatch things, I don't want to talk about it. Ooh, I don't want to talk about it. It looks better on the finger. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think this is a palette that you're gonna have to use more to get comfortable with. And I will say, like, the formulation of these is very different from anything, you know, I've ever experienced anyway. You know, it's not like how I thought it was gonna be, and that's okay. But yeah, so apply this. Apply the Pat McGrath on top. I love this. Oh, that is so pretty. Now, yeah, so we're all finished. All right, so this is the completed look. So my final thoughts about these two palettes are, do they do what you want them to do? And I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, they do. Do they do it in a way to where you're willing to give up other things or your favorite things to replace them with this? In my opinion, no. It says eyes, brows, lips. To me, the way they do it on the video ads and things on Sephora that you could look at, it goes on way smoother. It seems way more pigmented. And to me, these just don't seem that pigmented. I don't know if maybe these have sat on the shelf longer, but for me, it feels like I have to do a lot of work to get the most out of the pigment. Maybe I still need to do a little bit more research to better understand the formulation and how it's all done. But this is just my review of I just wanted to do this because I have been dying to play around with these and see, could I do a full face of eyes, lips, cheeks, everything with these two palettes if I was in a jam. And the truth is, you can. You know, I didn't need that lip gloss at the end, but does it improve it? In my opinion, it does. I feel like these palettes are it's in the name, groundwork. These are very good palettes for laying down foundations, giving you the base of things, and you can always build and add on top to whatever your preference is. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you a lot of insight on if you want to purchase these or not. I purchased them because, you know, it's what I do. And I like them, but I definitely feel like they're growing. When I initially used them, it was just for the eyes, and I like them. But of course, I use them in combination with other things. Like for eyes, I had shimmers and other satin finish shadows that I used along with it. And I was impressed by, you know, using the pomades as bases and how the other shadows that were glitters or satins really clung to that. So to be able to use this as a full face, I'm really excited to see how, you know, it pretty much all is going to work out. So like I said, I hope this helped you guys make decisions on whether you wanted to purchase these or not. I think, like I said, these are a great foundation, great groundwork. I wouldn't say like throw away all your other stuff because this is going to replace everything. No. So yeah, I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.